Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Akram and you're watching Knowledge 360. In the previous video, we discussed about select list in PostgreSQL database, and in this video, we'll discuss about combining queries in PostgreSQL. Here, we'll see about union operators, intersect, and except operators. So these operators let us merge, intersect, or subtract result sets from two or more queries. So let's set up the examples. So for that, we create two tables, employees and departments, and we insert some dummy data into the tables. So the data are inserted. First, we'll discuss about union operator. The union operator combines the result sets of two queries into a single set. It automatically removes any duplicate records, making it useful when we want to distinct values. So combining results of two queries and removes the duplicates. So let's see this example. So in this case, we are selecting the department ID from employees and from department ID from departments table. So this union query will return only the unique values. So repetitive values will not be returned. So let's execute the query to see the output. So here in the output we can see that only the distinct values are returned in the output and no duplicate records are returned. If we query individually, we'll get the duplicate records. We have one operator called union all. This union all keeps the duplicate record. It just combines the results of two queries and it does not remove the duplicate. So in this case, we'll query the same thing, but instead of writing union, we write the union all. Union all give all the records. So in this case, we can see that we have duplicate records returned in the query results. One thing you need to remember here is that union all is faster than the union, because union all just combines the results of two queries and it does not look to remove the duplicates. Now let's discuss about intersect operator. The intersect operator returns only the records that exist in both the queries, or if we have multiple queries, it should exist in all the result set. So it's ideal for finding common records like departments both referenced in employees table and defined in the department list. So in this example, let's do the same thing. So in this query, we'll see those department ID where we have employees with that department ID, and also the department ID is present in the departments table. So let's execute the query to see the results. So we have got this output. That means we have employees with this department ID and also this department IDs are present in the departments table. Now let's discuss about except operator. The except operators returns rows from the first query that does not appear in the second query. It acts like not exist or not in type of situation. So we use it to identify mismatches or missing association. So for example, here in this query we are finding the department ID that is present in the employees table, but they are not defined in the department table. So we'll get the such department ID which is present in employees table and is not defined in the departments. So in the return we can see that we have got the department ID 40. That means we have one employee with department ID 40, but the entry in the department ID 40 is not present in the departments table. So we can also do the vice versa. That means we can see such department that are defined in the departments table, but there is no employee with that department ID. So for example, let's query like this: select department ID from department except the department ID from employees. So here in this case we can see that means we have a department with the ID 50 and there is no employee in that department. So this is how we use the except operator. Now let's see combining operations. So set operations can be combined for advanced filtering. In this example, we retrieve all the department ID that are present either in employees table or in the department table, but not in both the tables. That means we are getting such record that are unique in both employees table and department table, because we know that they are 40 and 50, as we saw in the previous example, that one department was used in the employees table but was not defined in the department, and one department was defined in the department table and was not used in the employee table. So this is how it works. So here we can see that what we are doing, we are taking the department ID from employees, then union department ID from departments, then we write one except. In the except clause we can see we are taking the department ID from department ID and intersect the department ID from departments. So let's execute this query to see the output. So here we can see that we have got the correct output. That means department ID 50 and 40, they are such department, they are used in either the table employees and department but not in both the tables. Now let's see limit clauses and parentheses. So when using the limit or order by, wrap the individual queries in parentheses as we have done here. This ensures that the clause applies only to that subquery, not the full combined result. So if we are using the limit or order by, wrap the individual queries in parentheses. So in this case we are selecting department ID from employees and order by department ID limit 2. So in this case we are getting only two record from employee table depart on the basis of department ID, and we are combining the result with the second query. So let's execute this query to see the data. So the data is written and we can see the output. So this is how limit clauses work, and we should use the parenthesis effectively. So this was all about the union, intersect and except operator in PostgreSQL database. One thing you need to remember, that you need to make sure that the queries are union compatible and use parentheses wisely. So when I say union compatible, that means it is applicable for other operators as well, that intersect and except. So in that case, what we need to do is we need to make sure that the number of columns are same and the data type matching is also same. So this is how we do the union, intersect and except operators uses in PostgreSQL database. So this was all about these combining operators in PostgreSQL database. If the video was helpful, do like the video and subscribe the channel to get the notifications for upcoming videos. In the next video, we'll discuss about sorting rows in PostgreSQL database, that is order by clause. So let's meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.